I'm Tom from DIY Life Tech, and this is a look at my Origen tea capsules for the Nespresso machine. Sometimes they go by Cuida. I think this is a Spanish company, so you can see a couple of different names here. But these are the best tea capsules you can use for your Nespresso machine to make an herbal tea. And they're not made by Nespresso. Again, this is a separate company, but these are Nespresso compatible capsules. This is what they look like. They go into your Nespresso machine and they let you brew a really delicious tea. And you can see if we look up close here, you can see some of the actual leaves and things in here. And this one is their forest fruit flavor. So it's going to have this nice red color and this intense fruity flavor. And I love that they've got this see-through little pods. You can see exactly what's in there. My only complaint is it doesn't feel as like premium as the Nespresso pods that have that aluminum feel and they look great. This looks a little more utilitarian, but I do like that it's see-through and you can see what's actually in there. So to brew one, let's start. We're going to switch our machine on as we normally would. Check, gotta make sure we got enough water in there. This should be fine for this. Then I'm going to go ahead and wait for this to warm up, and I'm going to get a cup to put underneath. So I've got my little cup holder here. You don't have to use this, but I think it's helpful. And then I've got my tea cup, just a mug, anything that's going to be okay with the heat there. Now as this warms up, I'm going to open this, make sure there's no coffee pod still in there, close it up again. And you don't have to, but some people like to press the button with nothing in there, let it run once, and that's going to clear out anything that was in there and just make sure that it's totally clean. So you can see I can dump this out, rinse out my cup. And that step, again, it's not essential, but it gets any kind of coffee residue or other residue out. Next, we're going to go ahead and take the pod here. We're going to open up our Nespresso machine, and we're going to put the pod in just like we would with any other Nespresso capsule. It'll pop in there, close the pod lever there, and then I'm going to go ahead and brew on the lungo setting. That's the larger setting. And when I do that, watch what happens. Get this beautiful red color of tea. There's no steeping time, no boiling time. It's just heating that water up. It's pushing it right through that capsule, and it's making this lovely tea here. Now that's one run on Lungo. I usually like to press it again or press our normal size of espresso, fill that up. I find that it's still plenty strong and I get an actual teacup size amount of tea in there. Just the Lungo is usually not quite enough. And these Origen says that these will brew up to 120 milliliters of tea. So I think doing the Lungo and a normal one basically gets you to about that. And here we are with this delicious cup of tea. Really good. Again, those kind of complex like forest fruit flavors. We've got a lot of good tannins on that. Definitely a cup that's great sweetened too. And we've got those kind of red berry flavors, the rose petals, hibiscus, very complex, very soothing type of tea, herbal tea. Really works great. So again, really fantastic set of tea capsules. And I think these work great if you want to brew those kinds of herbal teas very quickly and easily. So it only took about 2 minutes to get that cup of tea going with my Nespresso machine.